In today's world, the idea of living a long, healthy life is often tied to advanced technology, cutting-edge medical breakthroughs, and complicated fitness routines. But what if the secret to longevity wasn't in adding more to your life, but in simplifying it? What if slowing down, reducing stress, and embracing the timeless wisdom of Zen could help you not only live longer, but age more gracefully? In this video, we'll explore how the minimalist principles of Zen, combined with modern scientific research on stress and aging, show us a path to true longevity. By decluttering our minds, simplifying our surroundings, and focusing on the present, we can slow down the aging process, both mentally and physically. Let's begin by understanding the core principles of Zen and how they apply to the modern struggle with stress, overconsumption, and information overload. At its heart, Zen is about simplicity, finding peace in the present moment by letting go of unnecessary distractions. Zen practice teaches us that much of our suffering comes from our attachment to material things, desires, and mental clutter. But in today's world, we've become addicted to more possessions, more tasks, more information. This constant craving for more creates a never-ending loop of stress and dissatisfaction. Modern research shows that this constant overload of information and stimuli leads to what's called cognitive load. Cognitive load refers to the mental effort required to process all the information and tasks in front of us. When we have too many things to think about, emails to respond to, notifications to check, decisions to make, our brains become overwhelmed. This overload isn't just mentally exhausting, it's physically aging us. 1. Zen and simplicity, letting go of materialism and mental clutter. One of the core teachings of Zen is the idea of letting go, specifically letting go of attachments. In a materialistic world, we are conditioned to believe that happiness comes from owning more, whether it's the latest gadget, a bigger house, or a new car. But in Zen, possessions are seen as potential sources of suffering. The more we have, the more we fear losing it, and the more our minds become cluttered with the responsibility of maintaining and protecting those things. Research from the Journal of Consumer Psychology shows that materialism is closely linked to increased levels of anxiety and depression. We often think that acquiring more will make us happy, but it actually adds to our cognitive load, weighing us down, mentally and emotionally. By embracing a minimalist lifestyle, living with only what we truly need and cherish, we can lighten this mental load. When our homes are cluttered, our minds are cluttered too. A cluttered environment creates what researchers call visual noise, which forces the brain to work harder, to process its surroundings. This adds to our cognitive load, draining our mental energy. Minimalism, much like Zen, teaches us that less is more. By intentionally reducing the number of possessions in our lives, we free up mental space to focus on what really matters: our relationships, our health, and our inner peace. Zen also teaches us the importance of living in the present moment. In modern life, we are constantly distracted by thoughts of the past, regrets, missed opportunities, things we should have done differently, or by anxiety about the future. We worry about deadlines, financial security, or the outcomes of decisions that haven't even been made yet. This chronic overthinking keeps us in a state of stress. 2. How reducing stress keeps you mentally and physically younger. When we live in this constant state of worry, our bodies respond by releasing stress hormones, particularly cortisol. Cortisol plays a critical role in our body's fight-or-flight response, but when it's elevated over long periods, it leads to a host of problems, including inflammation, weakened immune function, and accelerated aging. Research from the American Psychological Association has shown that chronic stress not only harms our mental health, but also speeds up the physical signs of aging. Stress shortens our telomeres, the protective caps at the ends of chromosomes. Telomeres play a vital role in keeping our cells healthy and young. As they shorten, our cells age faster, which leads to everything from cognitive decline to the visible signs of aging, like wrinkles and sagging skin. Mindfulness, a practice rooted in Zen, helps to combat this. By practicing mindfulness, we train our minds to stay present and let go of worries about the past and future. Studies have shown that regular mindfulness practice can reduce cortisol levels and protect against the harmful effects of stress on the body. A landmark study by Nobel Prize-winning scientist Elizabeth Blackburn found that meditation and mindfulness practices can actually lengthen telomeres, effectively slowing down the biological clock. This means that practicing Zen mindfulness doesn't just make you feel calmer, it literally helps your body age more slowly. Minimalism isn't just about reducing physical clutter, it's about reducing mental and emotional clutter too. And this is where the modern minimalist movement intersects beautifully with Zen philosophy. Minimalism encourages us to focus on what really matters and to let go of distractions, possessions, and even relationships that don't add value to our lives. 3. Modern minimalism and the science of longevity. The modern minimalist movement, which has gained popularity in recent years, is deeply inspired by Zen principles. It's about living intentionally with fewer distractions, fewer possessions, and more focus on what truly brings joy and fulfillment. This simplicity is crucial, not just for mental well-being, but for longevity. A study published in the Journal of Environmental Psychology found that individuals who lived in clutter-free, organized environments experienced significantly lower levels of stress and higher levels of emotional well-being. When we reduce the number of decisions we have to make, simplify our surroundings, and create mental space, we reduce what scientists call decision fatigue. The idea that the more decisions we have to make in a day, the more mentally exhausted we become. This fatigue contributes to stress, poor decision-making, and ultimately, faster aging. By simplifying our lives, both physically and mentally, we give our brains a chance to rest, recover, and focus on what's truly important. Minimalism, like Zen, encourages us to focus on quality over quantity. This shift in mindset allows us to live more intentionally, reducing the stressors that contribute to aging. In Zen, the path to a longer life isn't about avoiding challenges or living in constant comfort. It's about cultivating a mindset of simplicity, mindfulness, and acceptance. By letting go of the things that no longer serve us, whether they are material possessions, unhealthy relationships, or stressful thoughts, we create space for peace and well-being. Modern science is now confirming what Zen masters have taught for centuries, that reducing stress, living mindfully, and simplifying our lives can profoundly impact not only how we feel, but how we age. Thank you for watching. If this video brought you peace and inspiration, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could use a little more simplicity in their life.